Well, Tom Gray, managing editor of Ring Magazine, was watching the fight and joins us once more. Thanks again for talking to us. What a fight, Tom. Have you ever witnessed anything like it?
I was racking my brains after the fight. I reckon it's the best heavyweight championship fight we've seen in the last 29 years. I'll go back to Holyfield Bow. I think that I've never seen a heavyweight fight since then as good as that one. I mean, I was going to come on your show and say, surprise, Tyson Fury beat up Deontay Wilder, but it just wasn't like that. You need to give not maybe as much credit to the loser after that fight, but you need to give Wilder amazing credit. He was amazing, truly amazing. Just an absolutely brilliant performance by him in defeat. The best I've ever seen Deontay Wilder fight, but Tyson Fury proved once again that he's one man that Deontay Wilder can put down, but he cannot keep him down.
Fury showed heart, grit and incredible skills earlier. Was this the fight of all fights that shows just why he is the best heavyweight on the planet?
I thought he was the best heavyweight on the planet coming in, and I've thought that probably for the last few years. But it rubber stamps his greatness. When you can come through a fight like that, being honest, Rhiannon, I thought round 4, when Wilder got him down the second time, I thought Tyson was done. And you just seen, like, for a moment, there was, maybe for the briefest of seconds, and he'll probably beat me up for saying this, but there looked like the slight look on his face, like, do I want to be here? And then, he's a fighter. He's a real fighting man. Both of them are. But Tyson Fury just has more tools in his box.
Tom, you've got to admire Wilder for his sheer determination, his guts and his courage throughout, though, haven't you?
Being honest, Rhiannon, I've not really seen anything like it. He was really, once Tyson had recovered from the knockdown and the 2 knockdowns in the 4th round, Wilder's tank started to empty. And I think by about round 6 onwards, he had nothing left. He had the way I put it on Twitter it was like a drop of fuel left in his tank. But even after that, when he had no balance, he's still that heavy-handed that he shook Tyson a couple of times in the second half of the fight. But he couldn't. The thing that he's always lacked, and this is played out in the first fight and it's played out in this fight, he's not really got any imagination with finishing an opponent off. He's accustomed to putting a man down and then they don't get back up. But when Fury gets up, it tests his versatility to go for the finish, and that's what he lacks. And ultimately, Tyson imposed his boxing skills on him, and that was all she wrote. I mean, there was no way he was going to get up from the last knockdown. He was completely done.
Now, we've already heard from Fury. He says his mind's not on the next match at the moment for now. But what next for Fury, Tom?
Well, Dillian Whyte fights Otto Wallin at the end of this month, and the winner of that fight will be installed as the WBC's mandatory challenger. Now, just because he's a mandatory challenger, I don't know 100% if Tyson will take that fight. He remains Ring Magazine champion, which essentially makes him #1, and he is lineal champion as well. So he might take that fight, but he's mandatory. But there's a lot of red tape politically. We'll see how entertaining that gets if he fight the winner of that fight. But certainly the winner of that fight deserves a shot at Tyson Fury. We'll see what happens.
And just quickly, where does this leave the fight everyone wants to see? Fury and Anthony Joshua in the ring.
Oh, well, I mean, it's miles away at present simply because Tyson Fury is going to have another assignment and Joshua will go into the Usyk rematch in the spring.
Tom, as ever, thank you very much for talking to us. What a fight. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.